Hello everyone, my name is Etheno Benedict Ernest and I shall be presenting our final project proposal. These are my team members, Mkisa Samuel Owekitiibwa, Ntanda Aloysius and Bernard Mubarak. These are the contents of my presentation. There is an introduction, problem statement, related works, research questions, objectives, methodology, experimental results, conclusions, future research direction, references and acknowledgements. Let's have a look at my introduction. Maize is a vital crop that's grown in almost all parts of the world. However, it's vulnerable to a number of diseases, for example, maize virus, maize leaf blight disease, and many others. So, this reduces its yields and also affects the quality of the harvested maize grain. So our study introduces the use of expandable AI and deep transfer learning for the diagnosis of maize streak and maize leaf blight diseases. And our goal is to empower farmers to improve agricultural productivity by enabling the accurate and efficient diagnosis of maize diseases. Below are some of the captured images showing the affected maize leaf plants affected by these diseases, which are maize leaf blight and maize streak virus. This is my problem statement. There has been a decline in maize crop production, which is caused by maize plants being affected by pests and diseases, which has led to a food shortage amongst individuals and also low incomes generated by our farmers. So there is need to develop a deep learning-based diagnosis system for maize diseases that uses knowledge from other domains and provides human understandable explanations for its predictions while achieving its high accuracy and efficiency. These are some of the related works regarding our research topic. Zheng and Wang developed a technique for identifying maize leaf diseases using a probabilistic neural network and image processing. Their method involved the use of support vector machines and artificial neural networks for the identification and categorization of maize leaf diseases. Another author who is XAI Zhang, according to him, using improved versions of the GoogleNet and Cypher10 models based on deep learning can be effective identifying maize leaf diseases. And when he tested his models on 8 different types of maize diseases, the GoogleNet model achieved an average identification accuracy of 98.9%, and the other model, which is a Cypher10, achieved an average accuracy of 98.8%. These are my research questions. How can we perform exploratory data analysis on the maize dataset? How can we create and train an image classification model from scratch to detect maize streak and maize leaf blight diseases? What pre-trained image classification models will be chosen for the purpose of maize disease detection? How can we evaluate the 3 models, which are the CNN, ResNet 50, VGG19, and select the best performing model for maize disease detection? What expandable AI techniques can we use to explain the selected model? And lastly, what platforms can we deploy our machine learning model on for maize disease diagnosis? These are our objectives. Our main objective is to perform exploratory data analysis on the maize datasets. In simple terms, we want to explore our data by providing visualizations using graphics and other tools, then create and train an image classification model from scratch. In our case, we shall be using a deep learning model, which is a CNN convolutional neural network, as well as 2 pre-trained models, which are ResNet 50 and VGG19. Our other objectives are Evaluate the three models, which are the CNN, ResNet 50, and VGG19 performance using evaluational metrics, uh, for example, precision, recall, accuracy, F1 score, and then choose the best performing model. Analyze the best performing black box model from the three models and explain how it was able to make predictions using explainable AI techniques. For example, the use of line, feature importance, sharp, layer-wise relevancy propagation, and other techniques. And lastly, deploy our machine learning model in a mobile application using TensorFlow Lite tool and React Native, and also develop a web-based application using Django framework to serve as a dashboard for the data collected in the database. And this is our structure of our methodology. So after collecting our data, we shall perform some exploratory data analysis, data pre-processing, train our model, use a bit of a transfer learning, model evaluation, model explainability, and finally, model deployment. This is a description of our dataset. Our dataset is composed of 15,821 Maize image data and also an Excel file for each class collected from Uganda's key maize growing regions. So each instance in this Excel file has a crop image with an image set, for example, health images, um, images containing diseased maize leaf blight or maize streak virus, as well as a crop variety, crop age, and location, specifically a district and a sub-county. So after collecting our data, we shall perform some exploratory data analysis and pre-processing. So under exploratory data analysis, we shall explore and analyze our data by providing visualizations and then pre-process our data. Some of the activities which will be carried out during pre-processing will include data cleaning, data transformation, which will include uh, transforming our image data into numerical representations so that our model is able to process these images in the numerical form. We shall also design our model using a deep learning model, which in our case we shall be using a convolutional neural network, and also perform some transfer learning whereby we shall basically use two pre-trained models, which are VGG19 and ResNet 50, as our baseline models. The use of VGG19 and ResNet 50 as our pre-trained models shall be to increase or to fine-tune our model so that we improve the performance of our model. After training our model, we shall perform model evaluation. The performing of the image classification model will be evaluated using basically evaluation metrics such as the use of accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, AUC, and our model will be compared to other two pre-trained models, which are VGG19 and ResNet 50, to determine which model performs best on the task of diagnosing maize streak and leaf blight diseases. And our best performing model will be selected based on its performance and the evaluation metrics, as earlier discussed. We shall perform model explainability, whereby the selected model will be explained using explainable AI techniques, for example, the use of feature importance analysis, the use of layer-wise relevancy propagation, the use of lime, sharp, and other techniques. These techniques will help users to understand and provide a clear explanation of how our model shall be performing its decisions. And we shall oh, finally we shall perform model deployment, whereby our explained model will be deployed on a mobile application to allow users to easily access and use the diagnostic system on their mobile devices. And also, an external database will be created to collect the analyzed images from the user's mobile phone. These are our expected results and discussions. So our expected results, these are expected results and discussions, whereby they shall be classified according to accuracy, and also using evaluation metrics, whereby we shall use accuracy, F1 score, precision, recall. So we expect our accuracy to be very high. Uh, expect our accuracy to be high using F1 score. We expect our loss to be minimal. We expect our accuracy using precision to be very high, and we expect our accuracy to be high while using recall. These are expected results regarding explainability. So here we shall be using sharp to provide explanations for our predictions, whereby sharp shall be using. So here we shall be using sharp, whereby sharp provides explanations based on game theory, whereby it calculates the importance of each feature in determining the prediction. These are our conclusions. So we expect that the developed intelligent system will be able to accurately diagnose maize streak and leaf blight diseases in maize plants images. The use of explainable AI techniques, for example, the use of Lime Sharp, will allow a clear understanding of the model's decision-making process, providing valuable insights for farmers and agriculture professionals. It's also anticipated that the deployment of the explained model on a mobile application will increase accessibility and usability for users, allowing real-time guidance on disease management and optimization of maize cultivation. Also, the performance of the model may be affected by variations in the quality and resolution of images. For example, some images might be blur with poor resolutions. For training and testing. Lastly, the effectiveness of the model may be limited by the availability and diversity of the dataset, and may be not generalized well to other crop diseases or species, since basically we are focused on maize disease diagnosis, and our scope is basically two diseases, which are maize leaf blight and maize streak virus disease. These are our feature works. We hope to extend the scope of the study to include other types of diseases, for example, maize rust or fusarium wilt. This could allow the model to be more widely applicable and useful for our farmers. We also hope to explore the use of other image classification models, such as CNNs or autoencoders, to see if they outperform the model developed in this study. We consider incorporating additional data sources, for example, weather data or crop management practices, to see if they have an impact on the model's performance. My recommendation to this topic could be improving interpretability, which involves developing more interpretable models that are better and able to explain their decision-making process to our users, which are basically farmers and other professionals. These are some of our references we noted down. Lastly, these are our acknowledgements. A special thanks to Dr. Joyce Navende for her insightful advice and helpful recommendations during the development of this research project. Her willingness to so kindly donate her time has been much appreciated indeed. I would also like to express our gratitude to the AI Research Lab team for allowing us access to use their image datasets. I would also like to thank our project supervisor, Mr. Galiwango Marvin, for investing his time and efforts to see that our study is organized and effective and efficient way, and for giving us insights on how to improve our research. Thanks. This has been my presentation.